Good morning, children. Let us start with our second lesson, daydreams. You know what is daydream? Yes, dreaming in the daytime, which most of you do. Yes, while teacher is teaching, you dream. You sit there and dream. You think about something. Dreaming means what? To think about something. And that so think of something which is not put into action, that is daydream. Once there lived a couple who spent a lot of time in idle talk. Idle means what? Doing nothing, inactive, useless, which is inactive talk. One day the husband said, I have always wanted to keep cows. If by chance I get some extra money from somewhere, I am going to buy a few cows. So there lived a couple, husband and wife, and they spent a lot of time in idle talk, inactive talk. And the husband said, I wanted to keep cows, and if I get a chance and get some extra money from somewhere, I am going to buy few cows. But that means a lot of work. You have to feed the cows, walk them, bathe them, milk them. Cows need a lot of looking after. One cow would be enough. There's no need to buy more cows, said the wife. But of all the milk we will get if we buy more, said the husband. Now the wife said, one cow is enough. Why you want to buy so many cows? Because if the cows are more, the work will be more. You have to do lot of work like feed the cows, walk them, bathe them, milk them. So one cow is enough, she said. But the husband said, if we get more cows, we will have more milk. That's true, the wife agreed. There will be so much milk that we can even have plenty of dahi and butter and ghee. Wouldn't it be lovely? How lucky that I have all these earthen pots kept aside. I'll use one of the pots for milk, one for dahi, one for butter. The ghee I will put in another jar, and I will use this remaining pot to send milk to my sister. Now the wife said, yes, it is true. And if there is much milk, she can have plenty of dahi. You know dahi? Dahi is curds, butter and ghee. And she said that would be very lovely. And in all the earthen pots, she will keep it for dahi, one for butter and one for curds. And use one remaining pot to send milk to her sister. Send milk to your sister? Who said you could send milk to your sister? There will be plenty of milk. If we have so many cows, why shouldn't I send it to my sister? Now this wife says that there will be so many cows, so much milk will be there. So I want to send milk to my sister. And the husband got angry. He said, why you want to send the milk to your sister? Because we are going to sell it in the market. That's why I will decide what to do with all that milk, and not a drop of it goes to your sister. Remember, the husband says that we are going to sell milk in the market, and not a drop will go to your sister. I will see how you can stop me from sending a pot full of milk to my dear sister. I do all the hard work running after the cows, so naturally I will decide what happens to the milk. Just try stopping me, the wife exclaimed. Now the wife got angry. She said that I will do all the work, then I have the right to send it to my sister, and I will decide what will happen to the milk. And if you stop me, see what I will do. Is that so? Shouted the husband. Watch this then. He began to lift and smash the earthen pots one by one. His wife began to scream. The husband got more angry when his wife said that I am going to send the milk to my sister. He said he got angry and he began to smash the earthen pot. Smash means to break with force. To break the pots. He began to break the pots with a force. Gopal Bhand, who was passing by, heard all the commotion and rushed inside. Now Gopal Bhand was one person who was passing by. He heard the commotion. Commotion is disturbance, noise, and he rushed inside. When he heard what had happened, he picked up a stout stick that stood in a corner and began to swish it through the air. The husband and the wife were both astounded to see his antics. Now see, he began to smash. He took a stout means a large and strong stick. A stout stick, he took it. Large and strong stick, and that stood in the corner and began to swish to hit through the air with a swishing sound. He began to hit the stick with a swishing sound. And the husband and wife were astounded to see his antics. Astounded, surprised, astonished to see his antic. Antics means what? Antics means foolish or amusing behavior. He was behaving foolishly. What are you doing? They inquired. Move aside, said Gopal Bhand. I have to drive away your greedy cows. You have let them wander, and now they have ruined my field of beans and cucumbers. Oh, my lovely field of beans and cucumbers. Now, he said, Gopal Bhand said, I have to drive your cows because they are very greedy and they have ruined my field of beans and cucumbers. Beans and cucumbers, his field was beans and cucumbers, and they have ruined. Ruined means destroyed. These cows had ruined it. But you don't have a field of beans and cucumbers, said the husband. As soon as he said that, Gopal Bhand stopped wielding the stick and looked at him with raised eyebrows. Wielding is to handle with skill. He was wielding. Skillfully he was moving the stick. The husband and the wife understood what he was trying to tell them. Can you tell what he wanted to say? Yes, Gopal Bhand wanted to teach the husband and the wife a lesson. He wanted to tell them that they were just dreaming, daydreaming they were. What they were doing? They were daydreaming and fighting and making a commotion over something which was not actually there. And so he also did the same thing and taught them a lesson.